All right, awesome. Let's talk about this story because it seems like we're going in that direction. A few minutes ago, there's a story here. Arabambi, Peter Obi won't be forced to join Atiku by LP's crisis. So there's a report here on Vanguard. It says the National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party, Abayomi Arabambi, said the party won't allow Peter Obi to join People's Democratic Party (PDP) despite the crisis in the LP in the Labour Party. Arabambi states this in an interview on Channels Television on Friday. He said the party is seeking a political solution to its crisis so that his 2023 presidential candidate won't work with his PDP counterpart Atiku Abubakar ahead of the 2027 poll. The Labour Party chieftain said, politically, we will not allow the crisis to fester for long, that we will now allow Mr. Peter Obi to join Atiku. So there's been some speculations, I guess, over the past few weeks.
Is ARABAMBI not a funny? Is it not a funny political jobber?
Aha. So
Yeah,
there
of
has
course.
been some speculations around them collaborating or not collaborating, or Atiku
See,
allowing Peter
if Peter
Obi.
Obi, if Peter Obi chooses to exit the Labour Party with all, with its myriad of problems today, it will be justifiable and it will be justified. You know why? People
Why?
like ARABAMBI and I don't know if they call it the other man's first name Lamidi Apapa, the one that has been used endlessly to undermine Peter Obi's relevance and uh, strategic place within the Labour Party. These are people who have never wanted, who have said, oh, Peter Obi is not part of them. He came and all that. Now they understand that once Peter Obi and the Obidati, or the one they call Obedient, once they leave Labour Party, it's going to be a hollow household. It's not going to really have any substance. That party will not have any substance anymore. Remember, Peter Obi's entry into Labour Party changed the dynamics of things, not just for that party itself, but even for the political situation, the Nigerian political landscape. Things changed. Nobody initially gave him a chance. But as soon as it appeared that this guy, the Izu, his demands for maybe what he would call a stolen mandate, I don't know if it was stolen or not, but then that he started pursuing his cause in the court, not on the street. ARABAMBI was one of the people that have been accused of taking money from mainstream political leaders, particularly within the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, particularly in Ogun State. He's been everywhere to denigrate and disrespect Peter Obi. Now that he knows that once Peter Obi exits, if he exits the Labour Party, the whole place is going to be a shambolic arrangement after Peter Obi's exit. Look at the kite that is flying now. Look at the kite that is playing. Oh, they won't allow him to go. When he came, they never appreciated him. So if he chooses now to exit, and as we suspect, and as we see, like he's been consulting, going everywhere and having to talk to his former principal. He was a running mate on the platform of People's Democratic Party in the contest that held before the last one. He paired with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to run on that platform before he was again intimidated out of PDP by Loquacious loquacious Nyesom Wike
Hold on, can you hear
during
me?
the last. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Let's let it simmer. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right. Okay, I think we should be back now. It was hicking up. Go ahead.
Yes. So loquacious Wike and co intimidated Peter Obi out of People's Democratic Party. And when he got to Labour Party, affecting their fortune for the positive. Remember, since Olusegun Mimiko, the former governor of Ondo State, left Labour Party, that party had been struggling. In fact, there was another offshoot from this Labour Party, the one that was known as Zenith Labour Party, the one that was
Right. I remember seeing
yeah,
something
that
like
was
that.
that was founded by Mimiko, ZLP. So this Arabambi that did everything, going everywhere, instituting all kinds of laughable and ridiculous law uh, battles against Peter Obi and those loyal to him. It's not the one that is saying they won't allow him to go. Yeah, he can mount an iron gate. Let's see how that works for him. If Peter Obi wants to leave the party, if they don't sort themselves out, wherever he goes, he has a good, tangible followership. And you will see that I do not know if it will still be able to impact the politics of the country the way he did the last time. But already he has established himself as a major force. And you see all kinds of people coming, clobbering him, saying all kinds of castigating him, including the present minister of works. All of them. They try to, even Professor Wale Soyinka, they try to demarket Peter Obi. So now that it looks like he's going somewhere.
Even Omoyele Showore.
Yeah, Omar Yele Sowore does that at times, but understand that Yele Sowore was realistic when he described Labour Party when Peter Obi came there. As a special purpose vehicle, where everybody who seems to be failing elsewhere, where they always run to for redemption. That was a genuine analysis. But in the case of Peter Obi, that kind of conclusion from Omoyele Sowore was really discountenance with the way the people, so many people embraced him, particularly Nigerian young
16,
voters.
16 hours ago, report from Sahara Reporters, and I quote, I don't crave Peter Obi's supporters. I don't want supporters who will suppress or press people like obedience. He also said 2 days ago in a headline, okay, I'm reading headline just to be clear. Post Nigeria says Peter Obi, and I quote from Showore, Peter Obi is a packaged fraud, just like Buhari.
Well, Omoyele Sowore is entitled to his opinion, but do not also forget that Sowore was one of those who packaged Buhari for all of us. He was one of those who, yes, he
Wala,
was one.
wala.
Yeah, he's my friend, but he was one. But thank God he had his
That's
moment of.
real.
Yes, he had his moment of redemption. The moment he knew that Buhari was a fraud, he distanced himself from him and he embraced his own destiny. I've even asked him personally while we were, when we met in Nigeria. Do not forget when he was released from the orchestrated, shameful incarceration by Buhari's administration. Once he was allowed to travel outside Abuja, I was the one who first welcomed him alongside other um, associates of his at the Akure airport. And one of the things we discussed was the possibility of him being uh, absorbed into a larger political platform. And they said, no, it's going to be his own political family that he will use to continue to maintain his relevance. And I wish him good luck in that. But history will remember that Showore played an active role, whether in exposing the fraud that was the transition of Umaru Musaya Adua's death, the coming of Goodluck Jonathan, he was instrumental to that. So, I mean, a worthy credit to him is the fact that he never accepted to serve in that administration. He was also part of those who packaged Buhari for us. In fact, I did an article at that time and I drew his attention to how I felt Buhari was not, because I never see Buhari as a disciplined gentleman soldier, somebody who could use the gun that was bought by taxpayers' money to sack a government of Nigeria, an elected government of Nigeria. I've never respected him as a brilliant soldier, and really, people like me have been justified. Look at the way he has ridiculed himself, not as a tactician, not as a strategist. I mean, he's not brilliant, and you saw the rubbish he turned Nigeria into. So, beyond that, Showora is entitled to his opinion, and I'm not an obedient myself, but I also think for the thousands of people who are rooting for him, there must be something they see about him. Just like there are things some of us see about Showora too.
And just like there are so many things that people saw about Buhari too, and the
Yes,
one before that, and Jonathan too, and,
yes,
and even
the
Donald
fact,
Trump.
yes.
Speaking of Donald
No,
Trump,
no, Donald Trump is, is a own baggage. Yeah, yeah, he is a, yes, it's a basket case. I mean, that is the truth. And really, there's no major difference between Donald Trump and Buhari. They are both empty. You remember a little skit I did when Buhari came on power. I said, like Donald Trump, he has nothing to offer, and he never really offered anything tangible. He destroyed Nigeria's economy and made a mess, devalued the people of Nigeria.
well,
Follow up.
Donald Trump is very good at offering us some really cool headlines. And with that being said, without any further ado, do us a favor, okay? Hit the like button, share, subscribe, follow, leave your comments. We'd like to see your opinions on these topics, and we'll be right back with some Trump stories.